Good morning, Kids Questers. It is time for Kids Time. How good are you guys at doing something with a really short amount of time? If you have to do something really fast, can you win this game with only a little bit of time? A picture is going to show up on screen. You have to look at it as fast as possible to see everything, and then you're going to be asked a question when the picture goes away, and you're going to have to answer about something you saw on screen. You're only going to have 5 seconds to look. Ready? Okay, it's time to play. Wow, you guys are great when you only have a little bit of time to work with. What about when you guys have a lot of time? What about when you have so much time? When you have too much time and nothing to do? How do you guys do? Who right now is feeling like they are having way too much time or a lot of time at home? Can anybody say lockdown? Do you, like me, sometimes feel so bored after staying in the same place with sometimes the same people for so long, and you can't wait for this time to be over, this COVID lockdown time to be over? But guess what the Bible tells us? This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today, God made this day and this time, and in his whole picture of all time, he's also planned this time specifically for us to not waste, not sit around, but for us to do what he's planned for us to do. He does not want us to waste this time. That's right. Even lockdown time, he does not want us to wait this time because he's planned this time. That is easier said than done. So we've come up with a plan to help us not waste time each day this week. And the plan includes spelling the word time. Who can spell the word time? Who can help me out? Okay, the first letter in time is T. T. Yes, so each day this week, I want you to tell someone something great about them. or something that you've seen them do that is just amazing or helpful, that they did a great job doing something. Tell them. 1 Thessalonians 5:11 says, encourage one another and build each other up. This is not always easy to do when we're spending a lot of time with the same people and when we have too much time. And we've had a lot of time over the last 10 months with the same people. So we need to practice. And we need to practice so that we can do it even in the times that we do not feel like doing it. All right, right now, take 5 seconds to tell someone in your house something amazing about them. Ready? Go. Amazing. All right, that's what we want you to do each day of the week is tell someone something amazing about them or something that they've done. Encourage them. What is the next letter in time? I. Yes, you're right. I. And for our I want you to invite someone to do something with you. That could be go for a walk. That could be watch a show. That could be cook together. That could be play a game. That could be actually phoning a friend and having a phone call. God built us to do things with others. He built us to be in community with others. And right now that's gonna look a little bit different, but sometimes during this time of COVID, we start to just do things by ourselves and we feel pretty isolated. So this week, tell someone something amazing about them and invite someone to do something with you each day. The next letter, M. I want you to make something for someone else this week. Let's shift our attitude to selfless attitudes as the way we want to live and make something for someone this week. That could be making their bed for them. That could be making them a snack. That could be making them a card, or it could be making them a song. And I hope you do that one. And let's see some of those creative ones on Facebook. And last but not least, we have E. And we are going to call this E, eyes on. In order to do all of the things that God has planned for us to do in this kind of crazy time, we need to keep our eyes on God and our eyes on His Word that tells us how we're supposed to live. Now, to keep our eyes on Him and His Word is going to help us do even all of the other things, the TIM things as well this week, and to remind us why we're making the most of this time. Because this is a day, this is a week that God has made. And we're going to rejoice and be glad in it by following along what God has planned for us to do this week. Each day this week, I will send out via email a verse of the day. I want you to read it. If you can, make actions. That's a great way to remember them. A verse of the day that will remind us to keep our eyes on God and what He has planned for each day. Unlike the game, there's no big flashing timer in real life. But sometimes I wish that there was, because some days I get stuck wasting my time doing nothing and sitting around and not keeping my eyes on God and seeing what His plans for the days are. I wish there was a timer to remind us that even these days in lockdown again, these days God has things planned for us. And it's His time and His plan that we should be living, and that it's going to make us the most satisfied in these crazy times too. So let's not waste this time. And let's not grow weary of doing good. Instead, as Galatians 6:10 says, as we have the opportunity, the time, let us do good to all people. That means let us be reminded of what God has planned for us to show His love to others. So T, tell someone something great about them. I, invite someone to do something with you. M, make something for someone else. And E, keep your eyes on God, and He's going to show you the best use of this time, this crazy time. So that's all the time we have today for Kids Time. Have a great week and make the best use of your time.